Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Today's small business of the day is J316 Woodworking. J316. I'll leave the links. Most of the things he made were plaques or signs and they're very nice. So go check them out and support a small business. Let's get right into it. Hello again, Dave. Have you seen the video from the German government politician warning that on September 24th, everyone in the world will remember where they were on this date because of a massive planned event that's going to occur? I don't really know anymore. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, so I guess we'll find out very shortly. But bottom line, get your house in order, get prepped up, and be prepared for anything. This person just got home from the Dominican Republic, and they were there for about 5 days. They said, basically, I'll sum it up, 24 eggs for $1.50, so not bad. 2 big pre-made hamburger patties for $2. Also, Doritos were much, much cheaper there, and everything was cheaper. So, I don't know why everything's so much more expensive here, but he went into detail of what he bought, and it's definitely cheaper, and it was in US dollars. This person stopped by a local gun store today, was talking to one of the clerks about the UPS policy on shipping guns. He stated that they have begun using FedEx. He said that not just UPS it was giving them problems, but they also, everyone's heard about the credit card companies, which are going to be starting labeling the purchases as either guns or ammo or gun related. So used to be it was just under the sporting good, I think the sporting good section of the categorizing your purchase. I recommend to everyone to get security bolts for mounting of solar and its components. Learned this the hard way. Inverter, wiring, charge controller stolen from the mounts. Panels are still here, but the system is useless at this point. Spend the extra few dollars and get locking security nuts or something a little bit more complicated than your just standard socket to take it off. Stay safe. It's getting crazy and people are starting to get desperate. This person works in a popular sporting goods store in Kansas City, near Kansas City. I highly encourage law-abiding gun owners to open carry if they can while in the store due to all the thieves that have come. And they're actually stealing gun parts and any gun accessories. Other stores up there have been outright robbed and it's all caught on camera. Thieves are trying to steal guns and ammo. Personally, I would feel safer if customers did open carry if possible. Maybe it would deter some of what's going on in the store. This is about from Columbia, South Carolina. This is from a soda factory. He wants us to know that CO2 plant is closing for repair for 4 weeks. So this is going to hurt the soda industry. Also, my husband is a refrigeration engineer for the largest cold food storage warehouse. And it's located, I think, in Charleston, South Carolina. And because of the CO2 shortage, this could affect the plant there or the storage there. That's going to be awful, they said. Also, my husband and friends are not able to find chewing tobacco. They're hunting like crazy to find it. This person works in an eye doctor's office in Los Angeles. My girlfriend works there. Get your extra contact lenses as soon as you can. It's getting more difficult to get them, and most come from China. This is a Dollar General store in southern Georgia. No rice, no oatmeal, no grits, no spaghetti noodles, no Spam. Well, after I bought the only 4 they had. This is Lakeland, Florida. I needed an alternator and tires for a 2004 Toyota Matrix. I had to go to 4 junkyards to find 1 alternator, and I didn't find any tires. Everything is getting picked over clean. I have never seen it like this. Yesterday, we went to opening day at the Mountain State Fair in Asheville, North Carolina. We try to visit the fair every year. We decided to get lunch. 1 corn dog, 1 sausage, pepper and onion sandwich, 1 side order of onion rings, and 2 lemonades. The cost came to $45. I was shocked. To quote Dave Ramsey, this is obviously a stupid tax. I should have asked before we ordered the meal, but assuming it was fair food, it wouldn't cost all that much. While walking around, we noticed that there was a few signs on a food booth with prices. The Greek place cost $22 and upwards for meals. I don't know how a family with kids can afford to take them to the fair at these prices. I would advise anyone thinking of coming to eat to eat before you go to the fair. Otherwise, we have a pretty good time watching some shows and looking at the animals and the exhibits. I was sucker punched in the face in the parking lot of the store I managed by a disgruntled customer. He tried hitting me again, but I pulled out my knife. When he saw that, he ran to his car. He ripped off his license plate so I couldn't see it, and he took off. I called the police, and what a joke they are. Phoenix police wouldn't even send an officer out. They just took a report over the phone. On top of it, the officer was rude. We're definitely on our own. Let your listeners know. I went to a Northeast Texas food bank to pick up food for four families. They had sweet potatoes, mangoes, peaches, and green giant potatoes. 5 pounds per family, 2 per family. When I started sorting each bag of potatoes, they had 2 to 5 rotten potatoes in each bag, so I had to wash and dry them before I could deliver them to the recipient. Also, the mangoes and peaches were still green and hard and not edible at the time, probably be 4 to 5 days before they could be utilized. They also said truck parking. Most truck stops around the large cities in some residential areas charge for parking overnight unless you purchase a minimum of 50 gallons of fuel, which would be about $200. So probably owner-operators sitting on the side of the road to keep from having to pay these fees. I live in Las Vegas, and when I received my electric bill, it said, "Congratulations, you have used 20% less energy than the same month last year." But my bill rose $85. So I'm supposed to feel good about that. I went to Walmart near Lexington, Kentucky. There was no registers with cashiers open, none. I had to use a self-checkout. On top of that, only one of the self-checkouts accepted cash. The other all had signs, and they sent pictures that read debit card, credit card, gift card, or Walmart Pay. I have noticed 2 recent issues with product labeling and ingredients. One was a can of tuna from a discount grocery store that listed vegetable broth as an ingredient, and then for the allergy warning said soy. How many people expect soy to be in tuna? In another case, a brand of organic butter had the organic label on the outside of the box, but on the inside, the individual butter sticks did not say organic. In the past, I used to be able to identify the butter in my fridge by reading the organic label on individual butter sticks. I'm not sure if I can feel confident in the butter is organic. This is from Southern Indiana. Due to inflation, they just gave everyone a $1,500 bonus, and also gave me a 25-cent raise starting in September. Nowhere near covers enough for the inflation, but it was a raise outside of our union contract. So that was good for him. Lastly, I know things aren't good right now, and we can't afford the war stuff, the government stuff, and the other big picture stuff that's going on, but we can control ourselves. And with things getting hard and more to come, we can control how we prep, we can control how we spend, and we can control debt. Everyone, please try to get out of debt ASAP. It's not as cool as buying food and ammo, but it will be a true blessing as things get worse, and it will free up more money in the future to prep and allow you to be more free. I couldn't echo that enough. Get out of debt. This is from a Whole Foods grocery store. They are now letting you pay by palm. So I've been hearing more and more about this. As we progress to a cashless society, things are going to change rapidly. I was in West Virginia a few months ago. Tap to pay with a card is now across the nation at gas stations and restaurants. At Cracker Barrel, I asked a 20-something cashier if people were using it and if they were objecting, and she said no, they're using it and hearing no objections at all. This is from Windsor, Ontario. The city and surrounding area are busy. Lots of traffic and trucks moving over the bridge, I guess between the United States. I'm no longer giving estimates to middle or lower class. He does tree service. So if he's not giving estimates to the middle or lower class, there's definitely a squeeze probably on people's finances. My wife went back to work to a big 3 plant in the city. She was on leave of absence because of our medical choices. She has worked 1 week and is now on 2 to 4 weeks layoff. The plant has been on a constant rotation of layoffs because of part shortages since early 2021. It is the biggest employer in the city. These people just ordered grass-fed beef, and there was a decent price increase on their recent order. So I'll give you what it is. Basically, they were buying bulk cases of 70/30 ground beef. It was $70. Now it's $78. That's an 11.4% increase. Bulk case of chuck roast was $57. It is now $70. That's an increase of 22.8%. And a bulk case of tenderloin tips were $77. Now they're $85, and that's a 10.4. So we have 11.4, a 22.8, and a 10.4% increase. This person wants to know, has other people run into this issue? Walmart by us now only has 2 registers that will take cash. Very odd. I went to purchase some mobile minute refill cards, and the cashier said they no longer accept cash. Only 2 registers in front of the store do. It's electronic payment or go to those registers. Also, they're noticing that in their grocery store. They had 12 cashiers. They now only have 2. More and more, probably because of the lack of workers and also the desire to go to a cashless society, this is going to happen. Last Christmas, I started giving buckets of freeze-dried food to family adults, as gifts, birthdays also. It started after I gave my granddaughter cash the previous Christmas, and she said she was going to spend it at the weed store. No more cash. You can say, I'm forcing people to prep. I'll tell them to stick the bucket in the corner, and then maybe they're going to need it. And this is a 25-year shelf life bucket. I am forcing people to prep. So it's a good idea. Last night, my husband and I went to a local Cracker Barrel, and the parking lot was almost empty. However, the hostess told us there will be a 15-minute wait. We waited a bit over that time. By the time we got seated, it was about 30 to 35 minutes. We were surprised there was only 7 tables being used because there was only 2 waitresses. We have experienced waiting times of up to 1.5 hours at this Cracker Barrel post-COVID. We also had to wait for our food for over an hour. So this wasn't surprising for us. But the surprising thing is, with only 2 waitresses, they only can serve that many customers. Also, the closest Dollar Tree to our home opens at 10 a.m. It closes at 1 p.m. I'm going to read that again because it's astonishing. The closest Dollar Tree to our home opens at 10 a.m. and closes at 1 p.m. just because they don't have enough workers. I'm in Omaha, and we went to our closest Tractor Supply for dog food. I've been feeding a chicken and rice formula, but that is hard to find. So I had to change to lamb and rice, which seems to be working okay, but I noticed propane, while I was there, was $4.09 a gallon, but it was also out. So if you find a dog food, you find a cat food that your cat likes, and sometimes cats and dogs have to have a particular brand. If not, that makes them sick. You need to stock up as best you can. I work at a Sam's Club in Missouri. A few days ago, I saw a 25-pound bag of sugar and thought to myself, I should grab one of those, since I haven't seen the 25-pounders in a long time. I've only seen the 10-pound bags of sugar. However, I was on the clock and couldn't buy one. When I got off work, I forgot to get some. When I got to work that morning, there was 0 bags of sugar. No 25-pounders, no 10-pounders, nothing. You snooze, you lose. We live in Lansing, Michigan, and we had firewood delivered on Saturday, and the guy who did the firewood delivery also has a farm that grows market vegetables. They said that this year they planted 4 acres of potatoes, organic ones from California, and not a single one came up. They planted again with seed potatoes that they purchased locally and barely got any of them come up. This sounds like, to me, having to do this, that there is definitely something wrong. This is a person that's a professional farmer or grower, so it shouldn't have happened. This is Northeast Texas. This is in between highways, a major highway, on an east-west rail line. They basically, just gas prices about $3 a gallon, diesel's about $5.09. It's coming down though, and you can find it for $4.50. They also said, and this is Northeast Texas, groceries don't look so bad. A few bare spots, but most items available. Weird thing is like peanut butter section. Now it's a much smaller section, and no Jiffy, no Skip, just more expensive brands. Pasta section now is much smaller. The whole store has been rearranged. Like the objective is to remove all your usual clues that the store could be short or missing something. Produce section well stocked, but prices are high. The train that used to roll through town daily during the week at 6 o'clock hasn't been heard for months and seen in months. This person just moved to South Dakota. They moved from West Washington State, just across the border from Portland, Oregon. What we notice here, gas may be cheaper, but my grocery costs have doubled. We ordered a wood stove and got it, but the hearth is on back ordered. We obviously can't get the stove installed until this arrives. Hopefully they will arrive, because I know people are very antsy about getting backup heat. Some items are hard to find, but mostly just seeing the cost of living. Some things are doubling in prices. Our electric bill has already gone up twice, and we've lived here only 4 months. They also said, think outside the box. You may share with your viewers that a great source of water can be in canned items. For example, when you can vegetables, you add water. So you can use this water if you need it. And they realized this when they were pouring out the water for my green beans yesterday. So yes, in an emergency, any can that has any type of liquid will be important. This person was strolling through Costco. This is in Rochester, New York. They saw 88% ground beef, which was $4.29 a month ago. It is now $3, so it's $1 cheaper. My guess would be, with all the cows being culled in the Southwest, this could be a glut of beef causing the price to come down, and it probably is. But remember, very soon there'll be a shortage of beef, because they killed a lot of cows and they killed a lot of the breeding stock. This is from Los Angeles. Thank you for your constant reminder to look at expiration dates when purchasing food. My husband and I went grocery shopping at our local supermarket today. Bacon on the shelf had an expiration date of 9 days past. Milk also was expiring that day. Some sausage links were set to expire in 2 days. Tomatoes in the produce section were rotting. Summer fruits like peaches and nectarine looked like they were past their prime. Most shelves were stocked. The bread we bought, we normally buy as a 24-ounce loaf. Now they have reduced it to 22 ounces, but the price remains the same. Prices have gone up significantly on most items. This person said food prices continue to rise about 10 to 20% across Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Some shelves are stocked good, others are seeing shortages. With the holidays coming, they're saying alcohol is probably going to go up in price. And he says, be prepared to spend $60 for a 12-pack of Truly and a 12-pack of Bud Light bottles. Everything is going up. It doesn't matter what it is going up. This person also continued to say that the food service industry, pizza places are closed on Mondays now. And a meal for two is now averaging $70. They also mentioned crime and theft way up. Lots of people are getting things stolen out of their yards. Anything not nailed down or secured is being taken. This person said they went to Price Right, a small East Coast supermarket chain, a few days ago to buy a 12-can flat of chickpeas. It is a dual-purpose item because the liquid is an egg substitute when cooking. So that's good to remember. I've never used it. I have never heard of this, so I appreciate this helpful hint. So this is chickpeas. It is a dual-purpose item because the liquid is an egg substitute when cooking. I always check every can for dents and at least 1 or 2 of the best buy dates per flat. When I checked this one I picked up, this one particular flat had 4 expiration dates on the, I guess, 12 cans. So check every can from now on. And this is what she says: I will be checking every can from now on. So there you go. This is some boots on the ground. Take it for what it's worth. Actionable intel. Keep stocking up. Keep prepping. Thanks for watching.